Well, when you add these elements into the armbar, okay, into any joint lock, it makes it so much more effective. And one of the things is you don't have, there's no load. So here's another principle. We don't load. So what do I mean by loading? I have Christine's arm. In order to break it, I create a wind-up. Okay? The problem is, and again, in a fight, when I do this, this gives the opponent an opportunity to escape. And I say all the time, in the Taiji form, our counters are against the trained warrior. But in reality, we're not fighting trained warriors, we're fighting predators now, okay? So, I give the predator an opportunity, he just yanks his arm back, right? Now I don't have it. But as soon as I get here, I do that, and I move that a little bit, the arm's already gone. And again, this is what people watching and looking, they see all of a sudden, the guy screams, and they're looking, they couldn't even tell what you did. It didn't look like you did anything, because you didn't move a lot. So this is what we want to strive for. So going back to what we talked about yesterday with Inchi power, right? Inchi power, right? I want to be able to punch you, right? In Taiji, when I first met Master Chen, he says, you should be able to put your fist on the guy and hit him, right? And I was like, okay, right? And yeah, you 100% should be able to do that. But not just in Taiji, in any combat art, you should be able to do that, right? But everybody thinks we have to do this to create power, but we don't. So it's the same thing here. So think about it, right? If I'm doing a normal armbar that a lot of people do, it's total muscle. It's muscle. It's my ability to hold you and then apply pressure on that joint, right? When I lock you in and I do this, right, my whole body's being used. And that power, when it goes, it's frightening. And the opponent can't feel it until it's done. It's already done. His arm's broke. And then he's like, what just happened? Okay? All right, so let's add now.
Oh, question. When I'm trying to get the bite, it feels like I'm using a lot of muscular energy on it, and you're not using any, and you get the bite.
Yeah.
What am I doing wrong? Like, how do I fix that?
So I get asked this question all the time, right? Because one of the things I constantly say, right, is what? Relax. Master Chen, relax. You're too stiff. Relax. You're too stiff, right? And for especially big, strong guys, right? It's a hard concept, right? What do you mean relax, right? And like relax, okay? How can I relax? I'm in a fight. And honestly, that's 100% true, because I know when I first started training with Master Chen, I said to him, when we do push hands, can we use strength? And his response was, well, what else do you have? Like at this point, all you have is strength. And if you don't try to use strength, how are you ever going to develop skill? So, I trained, the first guy I was training in Taiji with, who's no longer part of our group, right? Every time I would issue power, he'd say, oh, no, you got to relax. Well, what do you mean you got to relax? And, I've had young people come in here, and I pushed hands with them. I pushed hands with a young gold medalist, right? And, I knocked him on his ass, and he slid across the floor. And he gets up, and he goes, my Sifu says to stay relaxed. I said, how's that working out for you? I just knocked you across the floor 10 feet. How's being relaxed in a fight working out for you? So what it is it's a special kind of relaxation. It's a special kind of relaxation. That's what we're trying to capture. Right? So people say, like, oh, I'll do this, and they go, Ray will tell you, Ray, how many of my fingers are holding you here?
One, maybe two.
Right. It's one. I'm only holding this one. This one's just kind of chilling out. The other two aren't doing anything. And then Susan says to me, why are you pointing your fingers out? But I can't tell her that because that's a secret. So here, right, the bite, I'm totally relaxed, right? So look at my position. It doesn't matter.
Oh, Jesus.
I can do it from any position, right? I can be like this, and I can do it from any position. It makes no difference. So again, when you get the skill and you get the ability, like Master Chen said to me once, he said, I could punch a guy like this, right? He said, right. but you have to get there. And getting there is the hard part. You gotta figure it out, right? So when you lock the arm in, when I come in, lock, it's instant. There's no, right? But also, Ray will tell you, he's not feeling this.
No, I
And
can't
yeah,
fight
that's
that.
what I'm doing.
The other one I can't tell.
Yeah.
Totally relaxed. Okay, so we're gonna do this, but now we're gonna do something else, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna step here. Okay? We're gonna step here, right? And when we're here, now, as we do this, right, we're gonna do that. Relax, don't let that do that. Don't turn your hand like that, just go with it. This foot can go, right? Okay. Okay, so from here, we're gonna be locked in. Now, this leg, no space. So, if I have space, nothing. If I'm here, nothing, right? This is here, right? So I didn't do anything with hands. I do both.
Looks great. On my face.
Right. So again, he comes in with the punch, right? I'm here. It's already there. Okay? So try this with now the leg there. And if you're in the right position, you should feel everything should be very cinched, meaning no slack. So the key is there can be no slack. When there's no slack and then you create the rotation and you bounce here, right? So again, you watch the head, right? I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this, right? I'm in here, it's right? Right? Nothing moves. Everything rotates around the rod. And it's not this rotation. It's not this. There's a stretch. There's a stretch here, right? Oh. Yeah, I've been turning slowly. So again, try this slow.